It's been challenging to have, the number of people that we've had in our tent over the summertime, between it being too hot, too cold, too windy, our guests be subjected to all the elements that you can get in Canada. And right now we've got snow in the tent. So this is something that we've been fearing for a while because we weren't sure how we were going to operate when we were in an environment when there was snow. Blessing and a curse, I guess. On Friday, the government announced that we'd be going into another 28-day lockdown. It makes complete sense to me. I mean, given the fact that the virus is not slowing down at all. So here we are, the tent is empty. We emptied it on Monday, which was yesterday. And I love this tent, I want to keep it here as long as I can. The only problem is it doesn't have a snow load capacity. So all of the snow that was on the tent, we had to get up on ladders, and with a broom, we had to push all the snow off of it because this fabric becomes very brittle in the low temperatures and is subject to crack. And with guests inside the tent, obviously that's dangerous. And now I guess we move on to all of the unknown. So for me, it kind of looks like, how much money do I spend to keep trying to attract my guests to come into an environment which at best is kind of comfortable. So the question, I guess, is how much money do you throw at this problem? How many of our guests are going to want to come out here in the dead of the winter and dine outside? I mean, we're talking about, to make it work properly for them, they're probably going to eat with a coat on. I don't know if they're going to be wearing gloves, but it's going to be a challenge. And like I said, I'm going to work with Next Level. And today my day is being spent on trying to figure out what the next moves are. We're shut down for 28 days anyway. So I've got 28 days to figure it out. 28 days are up. It puts me to December 21st. Winter solstice happens to be the shortest day of the year, which means that that's the least sunlight that we're going to get over the whole course of the year. So lunch might have been busy, but it's dark at 4:30. If we do that and then we jump into January and February, where the temperatures dip, as you know, being a Canadian, to -20 or worse, plus wind chill, going through all the government websites to see what I can and what I can't do. My goal right now, I don't have guests in the dining room to keep happy, but I do have, a bunch of employees who have, they've got bills. And they've got families, they've got rents, they've got mortgages, they've got car payments, they've got loan payments, they've got credit cards. My focus today is, how do I keep as many of these people that I made a commitment to, called employment? They applied for a job, I promised them a job, and now the situation that we're in is where it is, and that doesn't change the fact that these people still have to put food on their table for themselves and their families. And today's going to be all about, what can we do? And I hate to use the word pivot because everybody else uses that word, but what can we do to pivot in order to try and save some of these jobs? Because the holidays are coming up, and I can't imagine how bright a holiday is going to look if you're unemployed. So the focus today is, what do we do to keep the staff employed? What do we do to keep them happy? How do we save as many jobs as we can? And today we're going to pivot.